Baby, let me give it to you. Whatever you need, I got it. You don't need to know anything. You just ask and I'll provide. Whatever you want, I got it, got it, got it, got it.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Looking for Love. I'm your host, Trey Kearney, and this is my co-host.
Lamar Hall.
And we're here every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the New You Nation Network YouTube channel. If you have not hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the little bell to get notifications when we go live. So, hey, Lamar, how was your week? We at the hump day right now.
Hump day is going good. How you? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Any new things on the horizon? Anything to share?
It works a little slow right now, but I got something cooking. Got something cooking. I don't like count my chickens before they hatch yet, but I got something cooking. I'll let you know.
Oh, I know that's right. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. I'm just saying, sometimes you gotta wait till the basket is full of chickies instead of eggs. You don't want to crack the eggs up. So yes, if this is your first time here, we bridge the gap between Generation X men and Generation X women by giving a male and female perspective where we're not bickering, arguing, and turning men against women and women against men. We're just having a healthy conversation so that we can help Generation X men and women have healthy, whole relationships where they can thrive. So we start with our first segment, which is what would you do, where our viewers send us questions and we answer them. And we want to ask you too, what would you do if you were in these situations? So let's get to our first question because the night goes so fast for us. So let's see what they talk about.
All right, here we go.
I was dating this woman for about 3 months. I met her through a mutual friend circle. She was pretty cool, pretty much had it going on, except for one thing, her ears were really dirty. I got to see the flakes and that she clearly didn't clean her ears. I literally watched for 3 months to see if maybe she missed it in the shower, but it never changed. So I quietly backed off. I just called and texted less and less, hoping she would just get the hint. We were not together. We were just dating. The friend who hooked us up called me and said she's upset and telling everyone I ghosted her, and she doesn't know why. Now, everybody keeps asking me what happened, and I've told them I'm just not feeling her because I do not want to hurt her feelings or embarrass her, but they just won't let it go. What should I do? By the way, she's still texting me wanting closure. Listen, I'm gonna say this because he's kind. No, seriously, women sometimes this is a lesson for women about ghosting, right? Sometimes there's a legitimate reason why a person has backed off. It's hard to tell a person, your ears are dirty. Like, what do you do? What do you say? Like, and to the people who are asking, and he's like, 3 months, I'm looking. Can you imagine? Like, you looking for 3 months and this person don't clean your ear?
But again, in a relationship, you're supposed to be able to suggest things to your partner.
They're not in a relationship.
I mean, they're interested. I get it. It's very new, but I mean, he has nothing to lose. I would just tell him, be like, I mean, your ears are dirty. I got turned off because if your ears are dirty, then everything else is dirty too. That's just my book.
Right. I just think that that's something I would watch on a man, right? If I went on a date with a man and his nails were dirty, right? That's a pet peeve of mine. Don't do, because you got to touch me, you got to touch down there and all that other stuff. Your nails need to be clean. I will watch a man and I wouldn't tell him, you need to clean your nails, because I want to see is this his regular behavior? Am I really going to be babysitting this grown 50-something-year-old man telling him he needs to clean his nails? I will watch. And if 3 months went by, which is not a long time, it's only, you go on a few dates, 1 week, couple times. And I would look and I would be like his nails are just really dirty. Like he really just has dirty nails. And I'm not attracted to that. So I'm not going to be babysitting a grown man, because what else is dirty? Is your balls dirty? You know what I'm saying? Like,
hygiene is the utmost, and I mean, it says a lot about you to keep yourself, exquisitely clean, things of that nature. So it's like, I go to the nail shop and get my feet done, and the ladies are always like, "Your feet softer than most of the women." And I'm just like, man. So I got a radar. Like when I'm in the grocery store, I'm looking at heels more. So if your heels is chipped up and cracked up, hey, I'm on you.
But that's what I'm saying. So if you went on a date with a woman and her heels were cracked up,
I'll probably tell her just because I think I'm funny, but I mean, you should let her know because clearly she doesn't know. I mean, I remember when I was like in the third, fourth grade, my mom.
Third, fourth grade.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, Mom, it's something that stuck with me. My mom couldn't afford a Q-tip was a luxury when I was growing up. So, when we would go with my aunts, I would clean my ears, man. It would be like, me and my brother would tease each other. It'd be like, look like you got yoo-hoo in your ears.
Oh, no. No, but you could just take a washcloth and my ears are clean. When I get in the shower, every time I get in the shower, I clean with my water. Like I clean behind in my ears. So you a grown woman and you walking around with cobwebs in your ear. I mean, I wouldn't tell the other friends because he's trying to avoid embarrassing her by telling them that her ears are dirty. So he's being kind, but I would tell her, I would say, hey, it was a real turn off that you don't clean your ears. Like, but again, that's right. See, you laughing. So how do you even say that to somebody? Because like, I remember this man told me, right? I was talking to this dude, not talking to him, but just having a conversation with him about what do men look for, when they go to a woman's house. And he said when he goes in the bathroom, like he looks on the floor, like around the toilet area to see if there's hair or if there's urine. He said every woman that he ever dated, like when he went to her house officially the first time, he looked around like the bottom of the toilet to see if her hair, I have a lot of hair, but I clean my hair up in my bathroom, even when nobody's here. Like I don't just go running around when a man is coming and let me clean this. So he said he would check things like that. So is that normal for y'all is there certain things that y'all be checking? So the women, listen, y'all ladies, let me see if Lamar gonna squeal on the brother.
I mean, I scan people over, male or female. So I'm gonna give you like a radar scan over. I'm looking at your hair out of place, if you got excessive, dry skin, and because I grew up with dry skin, so I'm very conscious about it. So I moisturize a lot. So hairy arms. I give you the once over. So it's just
hairy arms. I got hair on my arms.
I'm just saying excessively hairy arms. If you've seen like there's been women that have excessive body hair. It's like I don't like body hair. That's just me. I don't like any body hair like that. So I'm all about that laser life.
So you want your woman to be bald everywhere?
Yeah.
Everywhere?
Yeah, I pay for lasers. All you need is hair on your head and eyebrows.
Oh no.
Everything
you want
else.
A bald vagina?
Yeah.
Oh no.
You want to look like buckwheat in the figure four?
No, but like a baby coochie. Buckwheat in a figure four, but a baby vagina with no hair on it. That's like a little kid. Like
I don't know. It just feels sanitary. It's not about a look. It just looks more sanitary than hairy. I don't want to look like my beard. I'm
not saying be all wild and crazy. Keep it manicured. I mean, keep it shaved down closely, but baldy? Oh no. Okay.
I'm on pricklies on my lips and tongue.
Oh Lord.
And we only 10 minutes.
All right, brother. Tell a girl she got dirty ears, right? And the next time, if you're interested in her, let me just keep this party going because you about to go somewhere else. He says salt. Somebody says salt and pepper cooch. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Hold on.
Oh. I can't. Y'all not gonna start with me tonight because we gonna get Listen, if you just tuned in, you're tuned into Looking for Love. We're here every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have grown-up Generation X conversations to bridge the gap between Generation X men and women. So if you just came in and you hear us talking about bald vaginas and salt and pepper cooch, it's not the context of the whole show, but you got to go back. You got to rewind to find out what we're talking about. So the brother asked, he said the woman had dirty ears, so he just backed off because he didn't want to embarrass her. I would say this: if you were interested after the third date and it was bothering you, you really thought she was cool and had it going on, I would say you should have just said, you know, there's something on your ear. Not you got dirty ears, but there's something on your ears. So this segment we're doing right now is called "What Would You Do?" So this is our segment where our viewers send us in questions and we answer them. So we're gonna get to our next question because Lamar is on one tonight, and I already see where this is going. So we're gonna get to our next question. Go ahead.
I'm gonna get it together. I got it.
Oh, get it together. Get it together, buckwheat in the figure four. Now, don't start. Here we go. Here go another one. Oh Lord. I've been getting to know and chilling with this chick for a little while now. We've both spent the night at each other's houses, just getting to know each other and building on our friendship. The last time I went to her place, we ended up sleeping together. When we get done, she hands me some baby wipes and basically asks me to leave. I asked if I could take a quick shower, and she said that won't be necessary. Do it when you get home. I was shocked and pissed off all at the same time. WTF. She called me a few days later. I didn't answer. Now she's blowing my phone up, demanding that I pick up. I'm way too old for split personalities. She showed me who she is, and I don't want nothing to do with it. How do you think I should handle this?
Well, it sounded like you wanted a relationship, and
run for your life. She handed him baby wipes to clean himself off and put him out.
Yeah, I mean, he. What I'm saying is that the way he's feeling, he's. Well, I think the message they didn't really communicate and was talking what was going on because she looked like she was just like looking with some friends with benefits, so he's looking for a relationship, and you know, she treated him like that. So I mean, I would just pick up my chips and just keep it moving, man. You know, just like your ego was a little bruised, and it happens to us. It happens to the best of us. Just keep it moving, man. You know, pick it up.
Yeah, you did right. Don't. I wouldn't say, you know, don't say anything. Just be like, yo, that was whack. You know, like I would tell her, like, yo, you give me baby wipes to wipe off my penis to get out your house. Like, that's not how I roll. Like, I don't jump up out of somebody and leave their house with DNA on me. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, I would not be dealing with her.
See, that's why I don't go to women's houses. That's why I just. That's why I don't go to women's houses, because you ain't gonna treat me like that. I don't like that.
Well, listen, men been doing stuff like that for years. Like, okay, get up, wipe yourself off.
I mean, some guys will like it. I mean, some guys, you know, dine and dash. They like it. You know, it's all good. But I mean, you know, this gentleman sounded like he was vibing with her. He was looking for a relationship, and that's not what he got.
Like she was vibing with him because she was building. They was building on their friendship. Like there was no hanky panky or nothing until that night. So she led him on the wrong way. And my question is, this is okay. So brother, you asked us how you should handle this. What you should do so you can send us another email because now I'm nosy. I need to know. Ask her why she did that. Like, why would you treat me like that? Like, why would you? And I know you don't want to sound like a girl. Like, why would you treat me like that? But
see, that's where it gets a little dicey. Men, I'm not a component of asking a bunch of questions, man. Men are reactive. Just take it on the chin and just.
But that's what he said. Like,
just take it on the chin and move, man. Because if you go back now, you know, anything, all the attitude, you got closure. You saw how she's moving. Just keep it moving, man. I don't think men need closure as much as women need closure. I don't think so.
I don't think it's about closure. I think it's about her behavior more than closure. Like, I would want to know, like, what triggered you to treat me like we just was intimate and we was built. You said we building on a friendship, and then we get intimate, and you give me baby wipes to clean myself off. Like, this what you do? Like, this is like a behavior. For me, that would be a red flag because it's like, is this what you do with dudes? They come over and you get them baby wipes?
Well, I mean, he's not gonna be with her. I mean, that's established. I would just keep it moving. To backtrack and need some explanation, you don't need that, dog. Just keep moving. You good. Just keep. You saw it.
He didn't say he needed it. I said I needed it. I need to know. Go back for us.
Yeah, don't set him up for that. Don't set him up for that. Okay. Let him move because now it turns into the debate, and now she has the upper hand, and it's just like, just let it go, man. You sound like a chick. Let it go.
All right, Lamar said, "Let it go." That's from the bro code. That's the
go.
bro code.
Yeah,
I'm not.
let it go.
Yeah. Okay. We here because we're bridging the gap and we're learning. So that's the bro code. So I'm not gonna step on Lamar's toes because I want to know why she did that. But send me her email address so I can ask.
Hey, this is Trey. I need to know, girl. You tripping?
It's Trey from Looking for Love. Your friend sent in a request for some help, and I just need to know for myself because he's not gonna double back. So tell me, no. Again, brother, you did the right thing. She called me and wanted to blowing up and demanding that I pick up. You did the right thing. If you want to pick up and not give her explanation, but say, it was cool. I'm on my way. You ain't gotta ask what happened.
Give her closure, but you don't have to explain why. Just be like, hey,
or leave her hanging. He did cool. You.
I mean, touche, I do, I'm the guy to do the breaking up. I don't get broken up with. I got a good record. Nobody leaves from over here. It's pretty great. So.
Oh, you undefeated. We got the undefeated champion of the world.
Champ is here. Champ is here.
I'm not undefeated. I gotta say the last breakup wasn't me. So I can't say I'm undefeated. Now I gotta sleep with that tonight. Thanks, Lamar. Thank you so much. Thanks, brother. Thank you, little big brother, for shooting me down like that. Now I feel some kind of way. Now I might pick the phone up and call somebody. No, I'm not. I'm good. So let's get to our next question because our time be running out. I've been whining and dining a woman for quite some time now. A little close to 6 months. Nice dinners, concerts, day trips, flowers, decent gifts, helping her out here and there. I'm not complaining because I do pretty well for myself. We are well into our 50s. I invited her to go out of town with me for a business trip, but I plan on staying longer for some fun and relaxation. She asked if I would get her a separate hotel room because she's not comfortable staying in the same room. It turned into a big disagreement. I was honest with her and that I wanted to be in the same room. Hell, I want to be in the same bed. She proceeds to say we're not in a relationship and that's all men want and a whole bunch of other unnecessary things. I was polite, but basically told her to have a nice life. Now she wants to go on a trip and doesn't mind occupying the same room. What should I do?
So he's been with her for 6 months. So I assume they have not been intimate in 6 months of dating, which sounds like that to me, which is fine. Everybody has it, as long as both parties agree upon it. The only thing that I tell men, and definitely men that are well-to-do, that it doesn't seem like it hurts your pockets. Don't do too much. Let a woman in a certain situation earn those type of rewards or that type of treatment. So it's, if you feel people's energy, if her energy is good, whatever like that, and you want to do so, fine. So if you do those things and it turns out to this, you can't feel bad about anything you've done. You did it because you were in that moment. So, that's one thing me and my dad talk about. He said, listen, when you do things, live in the moment, be done with it, move on.
Let me say this to the women. That was for the men. Lamar said, take it a coffee, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Just take it a coffee. If you got to wine and dine her to keep her and help her out a little bit here and there, then maybe not. But let me say this to the women. If you have the balls to say, when this person pursues it to go a little bit further, after you've been taken from a person, right? I'm going to say this. After you've been taken from him, you done went on day trips and concerts, and he didn't help you out a little bit, whether it was your rent, your phone, whatever he was helping you out a little bit with. If you are not planning on moving forward with the person, don't use them. Because how dare you say, we're not in a relationship, but you was okay with taking and him helping you with the things that you needed help with. So I'm going to say to the ladies, be fair, right? If you plan on moving forward, hey, that's cool. But in your mind, this woman knew we're not in no relationship. Like you was just reaping the benefits. So in your mind, if you know that this is not where it's going. When they offer you a gift, oh no, I'm good. When if you want to go to dinner, that's cool. Say, but be honest up front, because brothers are snapping nowadays. You run into the right one, sis, and you done took his money. You done went on day trips and concerts and nice gifts, and you took. You was okay with being comfortable taking his gift, but you're not comfortable after 6 months of spending time in a hotel room with him. She dead wrong, bro. And the people in the comments are saying, run, no, too late.
Yes. But I mean, he has to do a better job of feeling the energy from her. If he's doing things and you're 6 months and y'all haven't been intimate, because it sounds like y'all haven't been, because the way she's acting, being in a room together. So it's kind of like,
no, you're not intimate.
Yeah, it's like, dude, like you did way too much too soon. So it's like, you were doing too much. When you're in a situation like that, you do things for women that go where you're celebrated, not tolerated. So she wasn't,
And for him too, though, listen, you can't buy people. So be honest up front and say, I'm interested in a relationship with you. After the second month and y'all didn't sleep together, there was a conversation. I'm sorry, after the first month, and we in 2024, y'all 50s, y'all in your 50s. We're in 2024. We already know most of us ain't no virgin, right? But some of us is born again virgins. And we're not sleeping with nobody until they marry us, right? Some of us. I'm just saying, we're not sleeping with nobody until they marry. But men need to ask women up front, what we doing here? Because we 50, we can have these conversations, and I can say, you ain't getting none. That's not what we did. I ain't gonna say it like that, but if he would have had this conversation up front, he wouldn't have waited 6 months and wined and dined for the cookie and ended up not even getting a crumb. Because you played yourself.
But we got to do a better job as men and women of asking the pertinent questions. So it's like, what are your stances on relationships, or how do you see us? I'm sure that conversation comes up. So after 6 months, I had no conversations about intimacy whatsoever. So
and she probably was. A lot of times it's body language. She probably was holding.
He didn't try. He didn't try to kiss her or nothing like that. I mean, it's like, come on, dude. Like, yeah,
maybe he did, but maybe she was okay with that because she was getting something. But then when it got to the point to have to, she was like, this ain't gonna. And why? Unless she's waiting for her to get married, but it's not. It's a few people that are. Unless she's not attracted to you, bro. Because that's gonna be the one struggle for me. If I meet somebody and I'm attracted, the little devil horn. You're like, go ahead, girl. Get this. It's like, hey. You smell that cologne? Look at them shoulders.
Oh, hey.
I'm just saying she must not be attracted to him. That's my point. Because if you are an attractive man long enough, you really got to have that conversation to set that boundary. Because if you don't have the conversation to set the boundary and you put yourself in that situation, something's going to happen, whether it's oral or whatever the case may be. Something's going to happen if you don't have that conversation with the person that you're with. And this is for young people as well. If there's any young people, have the conversation that I'm not going to have sex until I get married. Because if
you have every right to feel you stand on what you're going to stand on, but let that person know what they're getting into so they can make the decision.
Before you taking gifts and day trips and money to get your car fixed and all of that, don't do that to brothers, ladies. If you don't plan on being with this person, do not take anything from them. It is an integrity thing for us as women. And again, we were talking about accountability before, Lamar. It's an integrity thing for us that you would use this man. Right. Because that's what you're doing. If you have no intention on moving any further than taking from him, then you're using him and you have some integrity and some character flaws. So, bro, she want to come back now. And this is it for the brother that's like any other brother that a woman doubles back. Let me just tell you why. A woman doubles back because she's missing the benefits. She ain't missing you. She missing the benefits of you. She missing those expensive dinners. She's missing them concerts. She's missing those. Can you help me with my car note? Can you help me fix my car? Can you come over here? That's what she's missing, because he said, I've been whining and dining, close to nice dinners, concerts, day trips, flowers, decent gifts, helping her here and there. After you said, have a nice life, when she said, I'm not, she went home, and however long the weeks have been, whether it's been a week or 2 weeks, and she picked the phone up like, ooh, she missed the benefits of you, not you. So that's another thing we need to teach the men, Lamar, and the women. Don't ever put yourself in a position where somebody loves you for your hand and not your heart, because you're always going to end up on the wrong end of the stick. You teach people how to treat you, and you taught this woman to love you or like you. I don't think she loved you. She liked you for your hand and not your heart, even though you probably were a nice guy. But the benefits that you talking about, any woman would hang with you for 6 months and ride that donkey till his knees buckle. So if you just tuned in, you're tuned into Looking for Love. We're here every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the New You Nation Network YouTube channel. If you're on YouTube right now, please hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to comment, like, and share, and make sure you hit that little notification bell so that you know when we come on. And those of you on TikTok, I'm about to cut y'all off because you need to go over to YouTube for our next question. I will see y'all over there. So let's get to our next question, Lamar. Y'all go to YouTube, New You Nation Network YouTube channel. And we ended it. So here's our next question. This is our last question of the night. And then we're going to get to our next segment, which is Let's Sip on It. Hello. Maybe you guys have covered this, but I want an honest male and female perspective. I've been with my man for 9 months. We're considering living together, and marriage is in the future, I think. I haven't slept with him yet, and things have been really great. If I sleep with him, do you think it will jeopardize the progress and movement of this relationship? My grandmother always said, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free?
I assume she's Generation X, so let's just assume that. Now, why are these guys waiting 6 months and 9 months, man? I'm like, yeah, what's going on out here? Like,
well, we're in a different time right now, Lamar. And let me just say this about Generation X women, because you've been dealing with younger women, right? You've been dating younger, like even if it's 40s, right?
I always date younger, so
right, which is a decent for you, 40 something. We're in a different phase in our life right now, right? Where we're not doing notches in our belt buckle, we're not dating potential, because we more mature, seasoned, and we know what we want. Right. So we're not just sleeping with people because we know that if I sleep with you today, or two months in, that next week I might not hear from you. So I need to be stable, and you need to know that I'm going somewhere in my life right now. I didn't know what I was doing in my 20s, my 30s, even a little bit in my 40s. But I've established myself now, and I see things. I see that I need to take my time. So a lot of women and a lot of men who are older are waiting. Some aren't, because they're dealing with younger women. But the older men who are dealing with older women, they expect this. But really? But we have to be honest with ourselves. And for her, I'm going to say this. If you want marriage, and y'all already know y'all getting ready to live together and move in, why not just get married? If y'all in your 50s, like you don't need a big wedding. You don't need to spend $100,000 on a wedding or anything. If y'all already know where you're going and you want a life partner, and you're concerned that if you sleep with him, it's going to change the dynamic of the relationship, and why buy the cow when you get the milk for free? Why should I marry you? I'm already reaping all the benefits. It's true. Why would a man move to the next level, especially a man that has issues with commitment? You got to watch out, because why would I move to the next level if I don't have to? I'm already getting the cookies. I'm already getting milk. I'm already getting cheese. I'm already getting you in the house with me making the beds and all of that other stuff. So I would say, if I was you, I would proceed with caution, right? And I would have a real conversation with him, because me and Lamar, we always talk about communication, to say, I'm looking for a life partner. I'm looking for somebody to be with for the rest of my life. I'm not just looking for somebody to sleep with right now. So if that's what you want to do, then be clear on that. So I know that my feelings ain't gonna get hurt.
But it don't sound like he's doing that. They've been dating for 9 months. So it's like those rules don't kind of apply. He's kind of on board with whatever she's serving up, which I'm not on board, but whatever, that's him. So, after 30 days, there's got to be a conversation of what's going on. I would never wait 9 months, but anyway.
But my question is, why won't he just marry you, or why won't he just commit to you? Y'all are just after 9 months, y'all still boyfriend and girlfriend. Are we talking about getting engaged? Are we talking about getting married?
That's way too soon. I mean, I got to date you for 2-3 years.
But you could sleep with me in a month. See, that's a problem. Yeah. You telling me it's way too soon to marry me in 9 months, but you want my vagina.
Yeah, that's the game. I mean, I'm not. So if I'm waiting for you, do I get to sleep with other people? Because I mean, I'm supposed to be sitting around waiting and twiddling thumbs. I'm not.
But you're saying that. But listen to yourself though. And this is for all men, because maybe this is just the mentality. You're saying, I need to get to know you. It's gonna take me 2 or 3 years. That 9 months is too soon to even think about marriage. But really? 9 months ain't too soon for us to swap DNA and body fluids.
I mean, we're older. I mean, we can't go back. You can't go back and be acting like this is virgin, vagina and penis. It's like we've had experiences. So I think somewhere in between 3 if the relationship is going to get serious, I would think.
You don't know if it's going to get serious enough for marriage.
That's what he's talking about, moving in with her. I mean, they're talking about moving in together. I mean, like, man, like that. This guy is signing up. It sounds pretty one-sided to me. She's getting everything.
It is from experience, and I don't be wanting to put my business out here. But you're gonna make me put my business out here in the street tomorrow. Don't lift up your little stinking glass. If I put my business out here in the street, I was with somebody that I moved in with, and it was supposed to be marriage, and it ended up him deciding that that's not what he wanted.
Well, I mean, maybe he saw something. Something happens. I mean, he saved you and him heartache. But his intentions were right. He went into it right. He wanted to do right. Maybe he saw something. He was like, I don't know if that's what I want.
Well, like I should have moved in with him. This is what I'm saying. You shouldn't. Don't give up the cookies. Don't move in, because that person is giving, like Lamar said, you saying we gonna move in together and all that good stuff. But then you could renege after I'm in, and then I got to move my stuff. Like, sis, listen. First of all, listen to your gut. Listen to your gut, because if your plan is to have a husband and you give this man your vagina, you sleep with him, and then he decides it's not what you want, then you have to live with the consequences of your actions. And it may end where you're not even friends with this person anymore. And it sounds like y'all are really good friends. And sometimes we got to, is the risk worth the reward? That's my question to her. Is the risk worth the reward?
He's 9 months in. Throw the man a little vagina, man. Give him a little something, like help him out. Keep him. Listen, we got a short attention spans, and the fact that he's still hanging around after 9 months, kudos to him. He must really like her. So
is the risk worth the reward? It sounds like you don't. It sounds like you want this to be forever. So you're asking, if I sleep with him, is it going to jeopardize the movement of the relationship? This is the truth. This is the truth. We don't know if it's going to jeopardize the movement of the relationship, and nobody's going to know that because there's no crystal ball. But for you, ma'am, is the risk worth the reward? How is this going to end if it does not end in marriage? If y'all do sleep, you sleep with them and y'all move in together and it doesn't end in marriage, will you have regrets? And if you're not going to have regrets, then, do what you're going to do. But if it's going to cause you damage, I would say get what you want out of it. If marriage is the ultimate goal, y'all been knowing each other for 9 months. And Lamar, you have said this. A man knows if you are his wife.
But what I'm saying is that this woman is clearly in charge. If she throws him a little vagina, he's already 9 months in. He's already waited 9 months. If she throws him for vagina, he might get married tomorrow. I mean, it's like He is gone. So she's in charge. She's in charge of this. There's no jeopardy with her. It's only added pluses because he's in. He's already on board. He's already met your demands of 9 months, which there's a very low percentage of men that would do that. But again, you're here. You're in charge. Give this man give him a little teaser, give him a little taste, and be like, and he's gonna be all yours, mama.
And remember what your grandmama said. Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Remember, ladies.
That's an old saying.
That's
why your grandmama said it. Your grandmama ain't out there dealing with these problems. These are new age grandmas.
Because grandpa married grandma.
Yeah, but them rules don't apply no more. Them rules.
That's the problem. That's why.
Right. I mean, unfortunately, I'm not saying it's right, but it's changed. The rules have changed.
That's why we got all these bodies, ladies. We don't want no more bodies.
Doesn't sound like she got a lot of bodies. She doesn't cross me as a woman that has a lot of bodies. But she met a man he's actually waiting 9 months. Women, y'all are discounting a man that says, I'm waiting for you, whether it's 30 days or 9 months. That means he likes you a lot. So why are you threatened by thinking that giving him something that he's craving from you is going to taint the relationship? Why do you feel that way?
Because we've seen it so many times before.
But that
boom.
It's unbelievable. That's like if a woman cooked me dinner every day, and then I'm like, if I marry her, she might stop cooking dinner for me.
Right. That's true.
That can happen. But that's the beauty of love. That's the beauty of marriage. It's like I've expressed to you, my concerns. Hey, I trust you. Hopefully in 9 months, she knows this man. She's talking like she hasn't spent any time with him or don't know him. And you think he's been waiting. You think that honestly, he done put this much time to get a little bit of your old vagina, and then he's gonna head for the heels.
Did you just say?
Yeah, I did.
Old vagina.
I'm not. That's some 9-month-old. Man, I'm not waiting 9 months for nothing. I don't wait. I don't want to wait 9 months to save up for a car. I don't want to do 9 months. I'm not doing any of that. Anything I love, I'm not waiting 9 months for it. I'm 52. That's almost a year.
Ladies, listen. Listen to me, ladies. Listen, no, seriously. No. Because there's some women that ain't waiting 9 months either. So it's your body. Again, you know what you can handle emotionally and mentally, right? And only you know what you've been through. You know what's going to trigger you. So if the dynamic changes because you sleep with him, what is the detriment to you? If you're going to be all right, then it's okay. But if it's going to trigger something in you, or if you're saying this because something like this has happened to you before, you haven't dealt with it, you don't want to feel that way again, you have to understand for yourself, and this is for everybody, men too, when we're dealing with other people, is the risk worth the reward for me? Am I going to be okay if this does not turn out the way that I want it to? Or am I going to be slashing tires and pouring gasoline on cars? Because some women are.
Yeah, we won't. But that comes with being honest. Say it up front. So if she's like, my stance on marriage is I really don't want to have sex until I get married. That's your stance. That's fine. But don't let 9 months go by and then you're like, you ain't getting none because this is my stance now.
I think he knew this was her stance if he stayed around for 9 months.
I hope that she was grown enough to tell.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure most men, like you said, unless a man had a conversation with a woman, I don't think he would stay around, especially them talking about living together and marriage that looks like it's in the future. I don't think.
If you're not gonna have sex with him, hook him up with something, man. Like look out with it. Like just give him something to look forward to. Like take care of him. Like man, you listen. You got you a good old school dude, and you kind of like about to fumble it because all it's gonna take is one more situation. You can be like, man, I ain't putting up with this. And that's what I'm saying. And women turn men into monsters because we initially go into it. Romance, want to do the right thing, and I'm gonna just dangle and dangle and dangle and dangle, and after a while, man, be like, man, I don't care no more, and that's where you get. So be careful.
Well, sis, I'm just gonna say this to you again: is the risk worth the reward? Because at the end of the day, you have to deal with the consequences of your decision. We don't. And a disclaimer, Lamar and I are just giving our opinions. We are not therapists, and anything that you choose to do is your decision, not ours. You are responsible for your decisions and your actions. So we just have to give that disclaimer so nobody could come back and say, well, you told me what to do. We're not telling nobody what to do. We just saying, hold on. What would you do? And we ask our audience too, what would you do if it was you? Now, this is you. And this is us telling what we would do. So again, for me, I would go with my gut, and I would listen to my grandmother. Why buy the cow if you get the milk free? But we're gonna go on because Lamar gonna try to convince you that
what will Lamar do? I would stop talking to you a month ago. I mean, 7 months ago.
So if you just tuned in, you're tuned into Looking for Love. We're here every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you would like to advertise with us or sponsor a segment, you can send us an email at info@newunationnetwork.com, info@newunationnetwork.com. We would love to share your products. We would love to share your book, your t-shirts, whatever it is that you're trying to get eyes on. We have your people. So shoot us an email. So let's go to our next segment. Drum roll, please.
I've been killing it already. So I'm like,
I didn't even sip mine because I was waiting for the segment.
I was trying. I couldn't wait. It's so good. So what you got?
Let's sip on that. What you sipping on?
Got me a little Kentucky bourbon with a little bit of fruit juice.
Oh, okay.
What you got?
I'm thirsty because I've been waiting.
What you got? The wine?
I got Malibu and cranberry.
Oh, okay.
You know, I'm a Malibu girl. I need the big.
Malibu's smooth. Yeah, Malibu's smooth.
It ain't strong as the regular rum.
Yeah, I don't know. You got to drink a lot of Malibu to get a buzz there.
That's the point. I had a drink a couple weeks ago. I saw it on Instagram or something, and it was rum, Bacardi, real rum, peach schnapps.
Ooh.
Yeah, yo.
Sound like a headache.
I had one drink. I would lick it up. I wouldn't have no headache, but I tell you, I was tipsy off one drink, and I made another one. I couldn't even drink it. I was like, nah. I had cut up my little fresh peaches, trying to be grown. And about 2 sips into that second one, I was like,
nice.
The Bacardi kicked in. Bacardi. I said, oh no, not Bacardi, Barbie. I started. Ooh. I said, no. Let's get to our Let's Sip on That segment. Our Let's Sip on That segment is our celebrity relationship segment. So we get inboxes about different celebrity relationship things, or we just watch what's going on and then we discuss it here on Looking for Love. So let's pull up our video and see what's going on with these celebrities.
Going through some things and you don't want to work it out. I don't understand why you've changed, so I want to talk. Take a seat, sit down. Just look at your face.
So let's talk about this. So the song that you just heard was Why, and it is by Group Footsteps and produced by Bundy Music Group. So Tyrese's wife, ex-wife, I'm sorry, not even ex-wife, Tyrese's wife, who he's going through a divorce with, soon to be ex-wife, is requesting $20,000 a month for child support for their one daughter. And then the other clip was Marlon Wayans' ex, his baby mama, I'm gonna say baby mama because his baby mama behavior. His baby mama said $18,000 a month is not enough. And then the other clip was Terrell Owens when he was married to a woman for 3 days, I believe. And she wanted alimony to maintain the same lifestyle that she was accustomed to. And then the last slide was Mary J. Blige, who quoted and said, "It is whack that wealthy women have to pay alimony." So Lamar, what do you think about Tyrese's soon-to-be ex-wife needing $20,000 a month? Do you think it's a point of a lifestyle that he created for her and that he's obligated to maintain that lifestyle?
I don't think in a situation where $20,000 a month is going to be a tremendous. I mean, you're talking about $240,000 a year. I mean, it's better than average. But Tyrese should have millions and millions and millions of dollars. So he's helped raising his daughter. So I don't know what the right amount it is. I don't know what's too little or not enough. But 20,000 seems like quite a bit of money for a child to live on, if that woman has something else going on. Now the other relationships, Marlon Wayans not with her. Okay, I mean, I think it should all be predicated on a certain net worth that you have. Your monthly income. So these guys, $18 to $20 million of a movie. I mean, at least, it's not a lot to ask if you're taking care of your child. So I don't know. And Mary J's comment is, listen, welcome to the game. You married somebody who had less than you, and what has that been throughout history with any man that's been in the same situation? So welcome to the show.
I'm gonna say this about these women. This is just my opinion. If you had never met Tyrese, or you had never met Marlon Wayans, or you're on your own now, right? Why is this man obligated to pay $20,000 a month? Like you had, even if in a divorce, right? You said, I'm expecting you to pay 8 years of college, right? If my daughter decides she wants to be a doctor, or whatever however many years of further education she decides that she wants. I'm expecting you to set up a trust fund for her that she can get when she's 18 to do what it is that she needs to do to start her life off right. Because this right now, with nobody managing the money, it is for the mother. And I'm not saying that a mother should be micromanaged on what the child needs, really. Like if the child goes to school, we split the school bill. If the child has after school activities, we write all of that down. And rightfully so. Even if she lives in a home, wherever she lives, and the mortgage is $7,000 a month or $10,000, whatever that is, I need to see he needs to see his half of what he's paying for this child. And $20,000 is outrageous. Like, even we're regular people. Like, I have a son that's with somebody that we do child support. Like, even if he was a millionaire, I could live off what I'm getting from him now.
Right.
With my own salary, right? I'm just saying, to make it make sense, I can live off what I'm getting from him right now. So why are you, like he said in the video, he said, this is a woman that I met with a $12 watch in one. That now you think you can't wear a $12 watch. Like, you decided that. And then for Tyrese, she decided she didn't want to be with him. So you don't want to be with me, but you still want to live the lifestyle of being with me, which is totally unfair. And for Marlon Wayans, so if these men, listen, so if Tyrese makes another movie, right, and he grosses $50 million, why does that still have to be, why can't she go back to court to say, he just made a movie for $50 million, I want more money?
Right.
Because he had a kid with her? I'm just saying, like you said, these men made $20 million for a movie. That's neither here nor there. These men are they're working for this money. Nobody's handing Tyrese money. Tyrese has to learn a script. Tyrese has to go out of town. He has to do stunts or whatever he got to do. These people are working for their money. You are not entitled to this man's money, his pockets, because you had a baby with him. I don't think that's fair. And again, I think that there is a fair price and there is some fair negotiating for their daughter, because their daughter should have all of the perks of being in a home with her dad. Like I said, you pay for her college. Let's agree to that. You put a trust fund in her name, even if it's the $20,000 a month, but it goes in her name and she can get it when she's 21. And I'll get $7,000 a month for alimony and child support. But the $20,000 goes into it. I don't think he would have a problem if it made sense that I'm putting this money away for our daughter and you can't touch it.
Yeah.
He said, I didn't spend $20,000 a month on all of us when we were together.
That's just greedy.
And then,
It's greedy.
right. And then for Mary J to say, it's not fair for a wealthy woman to have to pay a man alimony. We have to make this fair across the board. You understand? Like, we have to make this fair across. I don't think that a man should take alimony from a woman and try to rape her or whatever. But if this person was building with you, then we got to talk about that. And Tyrese had a prenup, and that they're fighting against the prenup.
Wow. There's no way, shape, form, or fashion I will be a celebrity and knowing that I show up and I have money when I met you, that you wouldn't sign a prenup.
She signed a prenup.
And
no.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, and she is entitled to X amount of money per the agreement. The contract is the contract. So, you know, I'm a big advocate of protecting one's assets if you show up later in life and you're established, you know, because if you didn't do the work, you shouldn't get all the benefits. But I'm not being heartless to say that you don't deserve anything. If I'm worth $20 million and we don't work out, let's come up with an agreement that makes sense that you can move forward. Is it I hand you $1 million and we walk away and that's cool, whatever. Whatever the agreement is, but that you don't want to sign a prenup and you want to change the rules halfway in the game. Nah, I'm not doing that. So. But
you want $20,000 a month until a child is 18. Like you said, if I got 20 million or 100, whatever it is, and I tell you I got 20 million, here's $2 million. Go start your life. Go do your career. Let me break you off that, and then let's come up with a reasonable child support and alimony payment, and let's part ways. But the more money I make, you're gonna keep coming back for more just because I'm making more. That's crazy to me.
Yeah,
but that's what women are doing. You're gonna keep coming back because we decided to have a child together. So if I go out and make 100 million more, you just gonna keep coming back? No, like we gotta put a stop to it somehow.
I like that comment.
You can read it.
I read a comment. I guess somebody remember old story.
You can read it out loud for the viewers.
It said, Lamar, maybe you should have been open to getting acquainted with Nicole Murphy. There are some well-off women that are okay with sharing their lifestyles. Listen, I don't make enough money to even say hello to that woman. I know my limitations. That woman.
I really think that, I believe that when people go after a man for his money, and I'm not judging anybody or bashing anybody or anything, because I don't know the situation all the way. We don't know or whatever. But I think it's a question of your integrity and your character. It's always a question of your character and your integrity that you would go after this man because, Tyrese just put out another movie.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't have that money when you started this lawsuit, when y'all started this divorce. So somebody has to put the brakes on it, because what is he supposed to do? This is why a lot of men stop doing stuff, and it's trifling, but they're like, I'm not going to work so you can keep bringing me to court to get more money for child support. There should be a cap on it somewhere where a man is protected from a woman who's just going to keep coming back and coming back. Because again, Tyrese is a movie star. If they come and say, let's do another Fast and Furious, the Fast and Furious fans are going to come and watch it. I don't care if it's the most garbage movie in the world. They're going to come and watch it, or whatever he does. Like, he put an album out now. So if that album goes platinum, or you're just going to keep attacking his money because he's working, like, yo, and
Tyrese needs to do a better job of filtering out the nonsense and look for women of substance, because this is like woman number 2 for him. So it's like, you're not very good at this, buddy. And I love you, brother, but maybe you need to spend some time by yourself, because you're meeting these women, they caught up in the glitz and glamour of Tyrese, you have babies with them, and then it doesn't work out, and then you're crying on the Breakfast Club. It's not a good look, man. You've done it too many times. So it's like, stop it. It's like, just stop, man. Like, stop making yourself a public spectacle. That's just my take.
Yes, I agree. I just believe that your circle is important, the circle of people around you, because I have my book out, Men Hurt Too. It's Healing Time, Men Hurt Too. And I believe men get deeply wounded. And if they don't have the right people around, they bleed out on the world, right? And if you don't have the right people around, you just bleeding and bleeding and bleeding until you're empty. And I just really believe that he should be somewhere with a therapist and with the right people, and he has this young woman as his girlfriend, you don't have solid advisors around you, because if you did, you would not be on social media doing the things that you're doing. And I'm never knocking anybody for their way of expressing themselves, but when it begins to be over the top and you start to look like, I don't want to say use the word a psycho, but when you start to look like you're out of control with your emotions and you're out of control with yourself, then it's time for the people around you to gather you when you have the right people around you. And clearly, there's not the right circle of people around Tyrese. And I know we can't tell an adult what to do, but there has to be somebody. I have my core four, my good girlfriends, is four of them. They have permission to snatch me up. Like, there has to be somebody in your circle that you will listen to, that can bring you back to reason. And I don't see that for him. And I feel really, my heart really goes out to him, because I know that he's hurting, but going on shows and going live and doing all of these things is not helping him. It's not helping him heal, because he's a raw wound walking around and he's bleeding all over the place.
I think we also have to understand is that celebrities, they and actors and things like that, they love attention. It doesn't matter, good attention, bad attention, whatever. They like attention. That's why they do what they do, because they want to be noticed. Remember, we were kids, and they bring them kids out from the back and let's see them dance. You always have one or two cousins that'll dance in front of you like that. I was never the one that wanted to be in the front, because that just wasn't me. But I had a cousin that later on became an actor and things of that nature and stuff like that. And you're like, it makes sense. They need that attention. So I'm just a little leery of anyone that if you're having an emotional moment where you're crying or you're feeling some type of way, that your first initial thing is, let me put my phone in my face and cry. That just something about that just seems staged to me. And it's like, it doesn't feel genuine. You pick up the phone, you're walking around the house and you're screaming and crying and this and that. And I'm just like, come on, man. Like, what are you doing this for? You trying to tell me you won't have nobody in your circle that you can't call to be done, to keep this under wraps? This is not a good look for you, dude. Like, cut it out, and I see all types of stuff. When people, like I said, I get it. People that are not famous, you're looking for attention. But when someone is making movies and making millions of dollars on their craft, why are you going to social media to express anything? That's not a real place. So I don't know. When I see a man do something like that, I'm looking at that. He's looking for attention. So he's looking for some attention. So.
Yeah, I agree. And I really think that deep down inside, he's emotionally distraught. Because like you said, listen, you said this a little while ago. You've never been left. You're the undefeated heavyweight champion of the world, Craig.
The champ is here.
And you know that she left him. So that is a blow. And she left in his mind, because we don't know her side of the story. She left in his mind without reason. Like, she left him. This is what's going on too. She left him without closure, and she won't budge. Like, she's not going back at him and, well, I left because of this. Like, she's never said why she left the marriage, and it's haunting him. And I think she's dead wrong for that. And I think that she knows what she's doing. I think that's very evil. And if you see this, you see this. I don't care. I think that's evil when you see a person actually needs to have a real conversation with you and you won't grant them that. And you know that the person is hurting and you know you were married to this person. I think that's very evil. And I think this is haunting him, because he really loved her. And he really loved that family dynamic, and he really loved his daughter. And I'm not saying he's perfect, because we see he's a lot. But whatever the reason is, it's hard when anybody leaves anybody. And I say this, listen here. Now we're going to get deep real quick. This is what I teach. because I have a course called the Recovery Room for people who have broken up and they are going through the devastation of betrayal. A breakup is the death of a relationship. And you go through the grieving stages as if somebody has really died. Just like a person, you lost a loved one to a tragic accident, and sudden death is the worst. Like if you have a person in your life that has passed away and you've watched them and they've had cancer, or you knew it was coming, so you got to say everything you needed to say and do everything you needed to do. But sudden death, like my brother passed on a motorcycle, that's like, whoa, and some people get stuck in the stages of grief. And I teach this in my course. The reason why he's acting out is because he's stuck in a stage of grief, right? And the ultimate stage of grief is acceptance, accepting the fact that it's over. He can't get to acceptance because he's going from denial, and he's stuck there for a little while, like he's stuck there. Then he goes to depression, and this is when we're seeing him crying and pouring and bleeding out on the world. He's stuck in depression. He can't pull himself. These are the stages of grief that he's going through. And now, right now that she's attacking him financially, he's angry. And how long is he going to be stuck in a stage of anger? He said on an interview, I could never be cordial with her. This is the stages of grief. And if he doesn't get the help that he needs to get to acceptance that he cannot control this woman, no matter what he does, he's going to go through the stages of grief for the rest of his life. And that's unfortunate for him. That's unfortunate for any woman that he's with, because an unhealed person is going to bleed on people that don't deserve it. Again, right now, he's in anger. He's been in denial for a long time. So he's bouncing back from anger, denial, depression, and he's never getting to acceptance. And that's a scary person to be around. I hope that makes sense.
Celebrityness doesn't make it better. I mean, I'm
right,
just,
he's human.
yeah, but I'm just confused in the situation when you're a celebrity, you meet somebody that to allow somebody to get that close to you and not to really know them, not to know kind of the dynamics, like how do you get bamboozled like Mary J? You know, it's like, I don't know. It just seems like, can people really pretend and do that nasty? I mean, you got to be a nasty person to be doing that. You know what I mean? It's like you go in with a plan, like this is who I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get pregnant, and that to me, man, that's beyond, like you said, evil.
Yes.
So
Yes, and that's why I'm telling you.
But it's him. This ain't the first time he done did this. That's what I'm saying. Is like he keeps picking these same type of women, and he gets done this certain type of way. It's like, dog, you are not good at relationships. So take some time by yourself, focus on your craft, get your career going, love your children, and just casually date.
But what do we do when we are going through the stages of grief? And I'm talking about a real death of a loved one. What do? We self-medicate. Most people don't go to grief counseling. Most people self-medicate. They overwork, they go find somebody to get up under, they drink, they smoke, they go get it, they take some pill, whatever they do. He's self-medicating. And when he's self-medicating, he self-medicates off of having another partner, or he self-medicates off the attention that he's getting on social media. And I wish that I could just have a conversation with him to say, hey, that's who she is. Right. And it has nothing to do with you. And that's why I love the book, The 4 Agreements, right? Because the 4 Agreements tells you, don't take anything personally. Don't assume anything. Be impeccable with your word. And what's the other one? Do what you say you're going to do. So if you live by the 4 Agreements, I don't take anything personally from anybody, because when you take things personally from people, or you assume, that person has control over you for the rest of your life.
Agreed.
It ain't about you. Her behavior, Tyrese, says everything about her brother and nothing about you. And until you understand, it shows, and I don't know her, but if what he's saying about her is true, until he understands that people who believe him and know him as a person, because those are the only people that matter, and they know, and they've been around her, and they know she's a shitty person. If she is, I'm not saying she is, but if they know that she's a shitty person, Tyrese says nothing about you and everything about her, but you screaming and crying all over the internet solidifies whatever she's telling people, that you're crazy. So brother, let somebody help you just reel it in. And I'm not saying, no, go online, promote your album, and stop worrying about her. Even the album has, your whole world is revolving around her. Beautiful Pain. You talking about Samantha, bro.
Yes.
Bro, you gotta let it go. You gotta get to the point of accepting the fact that it's over, or you're gonna die like this. You're gonna drive yourself crazy. You're gonna, and only person that can make that decision is him. And get some good people around you. Because if that was and Tyrese has suffered a lot of loss. You know, he lost his mother, he lost his sisters. So those close-knit people who would be in his corner saying, yo, all right. So now you got to find another tight circle of good counsel.
Right.
Brother, he always talking about the Bible. You know that the Bible says get good counsel. I'm sorry. I'm gonna start counseling Tyrese. Tyrese, please. I love you, brother. And I wish you.
Yeah, I love him. I wish him well. Stay off social media.
Yeah, and just get to the point of accepting that part of your life is over. Go enjoy your girlfriend, and just get to the point. Samantha has control over you. You are a puppet. As long as somebody can control your emotions, as long as people in the world can control your emotions, you are a puppet to society.
Absolutely.
So you are a puppet, and you're going to be a puppet to this new chick if you don't pull yourself all the way together.
You shouldn't have no new chick. You should be by his damn self.
I agree, but if nothing changes. So, brother, if you're not getting help, you're the same Tyrese that's going to run into the same problems, because everywhere you go, you take you. Oh, we over our time. Let's get to we got another segment. We got to stay on top. See, we just went there. Tyrese, we love you. Samantha, we love you. We wish the best for both of y'all, and we hope that y'all could come to a happy agreement, if just for your daughter. So if you just tuned in, you're tuned into Looking for Love. I'm your host, Trey Kearney. This is my co-host,
Lamar Hall.
We're here every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the New You Nation Network YouTube channel. If you are there, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. We have some new shows coming up this fall, right? Everything's coming back. The Woman to Woman show. What is another show? Men Hurt Too, which is going to be part 2.0, Men Hurt Too. Hopefully I can interview Tyrese. Put it out there. Anybody know Tyrese?
Hey.
And we have shows for everybody, and it's all edutainment. Entertainment and education to make you be the best, to help you be the best, highest version of yourself. So now we are going to get to our final segment, which is Beauty and the Beast. He's the beauty, I'm the beast.
All right, my beauty tip is, as we go on this health journey, men and women, make sure that you're taking care internally. So one of the things I've started to do is like cold therapy, whether it's cryo or cold showers or things like that. So inflammation, taking turmeric. So when you lift, you get older, those joints get inflamed. So this cryotherapy, turmeric will help you. So definitely bring that into your routine if you are in this healthy lifestyle working out.
That was a good one. Did y'all hear that? Inflammation. Is a problem for us at our age.
My elbows be killing me.
I know. But we got to do it the healthy way. So I'm glad you said. I take turmeric every day, every single day from doTERRA.
Yep.
So let me tell you guys, my health and wellness tip of the week is, if you are having headaches. I was talking to a friend, and she was telling me that she was having headaches. And I was talking about what's in the environment in her house. And I asked her, does she use air freshener, candles? She said she has plugins. We're not going to say the brand of plugin, because we don't. If you want to use plugins. But she said she had plugins all over her house. So I told her to unplug all of the plugins, and her headache went away. She's been having migraines on migraine medicine and all kinds of stuff. Listen, anything that is in your home that has fragrance in it or has chemicals in it, and you are having headaches, if you have migraines and you've been living in the same place, I'm encourage you to go through your house. If you are burning candles, I need you to look at the back of the candle to see what the ingredients are, to see what the candle is made with. Is it fragrance? Is it dyes? Is it different things? Because if you are having migraines and you have to take medication, Open up your windows, blow them candles out, take them plugins out the wall, and see if it helps. Everything in your environment is affecting you. The detergent that you use in your clothes, everything is affecting you. So my tip of the week is make sure your environment is not giving you headaches. So if you are a person with migraine headaches, I need you to look around today. I need you to go around your house and start unplugging. I need you to start blowing out them candles. And I need you to go on. I use a diffuser with my doTERRA, and I only use doTERRA oils. Because some of y'all, let me just be clear. Some of y'all have diffusers and you're buying your oils from Walmart and it has fragrance in it. So the diffuser ain't doing you no good, and neither is the essential oil if it's not all natural. You might as well just plug the plugins in. So make sure you figure out what's in your environment. That's my point. And we'll talk about more Beauty and the Beast health and wellness tips, being healthy from the inside out next week. So we're going to get to our final thought of the night. What is your final thought, Lamar?
Final thoughts is, man, I feel like we talk about this all the time. It's like you hear so many people that are giving so much time to these relationships and they don't know truly what they want. It's like we have to really start sitting down and figure out what we want, because our time is valuable, guys. I mean, you're Generation X, you're older. Stop playing. When you meet someone, if you want marriage, let that person know. It's just the honesty part of this journey is going to set you free, and that's where your happiness lies. The more honest you are, the happier you will be. I guarantee you that. So I just continue to push you into a state of honesty, to be able to sit with anyone you have interest in, to be able to be honest sooner than later, so you both are on the same page of expectations.
Awesome. My final thought is trust your gut. Please trust your gut. Tells you so many things, and we always go against that thought, and then we say to ourselves, I knew I shouldn't have did that. Trust your gut. And I'm talking about even the little things. When you wake up in the morning and you go to put them pants on, you go to put that dress on, and something tells you not to wear it. Don't wear it. Start to just trust your gut, and your life will get so much better. I'm so serious. Whether something that you're eating, somebody you're about to call, trust your gut. If your gut tells you call your mother, or your gut tells you call you, just do it. Be obedient to your gut. Your gut is the God in you. Okay? So trust the God in you. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. Again, if you just tuned in, you're tuned in to New You Nation Network, Looking for Love. We're here every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you are on the nation right now, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the little bell. And remember, share, because sharing is caring. We love you guys. And hold on, we had a question. I'm sorry. Hold on for 1 second. Oh, somebody had a comment. Good evening. Oh, please send your question for next week. Please send your question to info@newyounationnetwork.com. info@newyounationnetwork.com. And you can also, if you would like to advertise with us or sponsor a health and wellness segment, our celebrity segment, please shoot us an email, info@newyounationnetwork.com. We love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. We could not do this without you guys. We will see you same time, same place next week. Peace and blessings.